Welcome to Yes to I Do, your go-to podcast for all things wedding planning. Hello everyone and welcome to Yes to I Do. We hope you're all well today. We are here in Rolo, which is our magical space where our couples can get ready for their big day. And today we have one of our really, really special couples with us, Lauren and Sam. Woo! Woohoo! Sorry, I got excited. So Lauren and Sam got married with us here in November, and Megan was their coordinator, so she's here with us as well today, and we're going to talk all things weddings, aren't we?
Yes.
So well, let's start with a nice easy one. So when you guys were looking for a venue, where did you start?
Well, I had been stalking Coton House Farm on Instagram for quite a while, prior to the engagement probably.
That's amazing.
So I knew it was one of the top venues we wanted to look at. We did look at a few, didn't we? We knew kind of the barn type vibe. So we looked at a couple, and we also looked at a hotel, I think, as well, didn't we? But then we came here, and I think it's true what they say about a venue. It is like a feeling, because the other ones we'd looked at were gorgeous, the staff were lovely, and you thought, yeah, you know, I could get married here. But when we walked in here, it was like we kind of looked at each other, didn't we? And we were like, you know, that's the one.
Yeah, I think we came to look around in January as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was just like a really icy day, and I think like the log burners were on and stuff and things like that, and it was just so cosy, and we just thought, whatever the weather, this would be like a really nice venue to get.
Is that why you went for November, do you think, or was that always sort of the plan from get-go?
I was just excited.
Yeah, bit of a spur of the moment decision, I think. But I think there was some availability towards the end of last year. I was hoping for probably this year at some point.
Yeah.
But,
He was going for like this May.
Yeah.
I was like, we could do November. But I think because, like Sam said, because we came to look round in winter, and it's very wintry here, it's twinkly lights and the log burners, so it kind of felt like it'd be really nice to have a November wedding. And I wanted it done that year because I couldn't face a long engagement because I was too excited.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice.
So, yeah, that's how we came to it. It was quite a quick decision, wasn't it?
yeah, like you said, we looked around a few venues, didn't we? But
And then it was all guns blazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a gut feeling about this place.
So how long did you have from when you booked with us to when you had your wedding? And then what was sort of your initial, what did you do straight away? Did you go for everything off the bat?
About 10 months, wasn't it? And I think the first decision was to decide whether or not we wanted to have the venue all day or to do one of the kind of twilight packages.
Yeah.
But that was quite an easy decision. You wanted
Yeah.
you wanted the full
Well,
day.
no,
Yeah.
so he only proposed on Christmas Day, and we came here, I think, Jan the 6th, and it was booked for that November.
Yeah.
So it all went quite quick. But I think, yeah, we kind of decided on the date, and then it was just all systems go with the planning.
Yeah.
I'd say it was probably planned by Feb, maybe March. A couple of things that we had to sort out, but
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Because I know when we came to our meetings and stuff, you guys were basically like, "Yep, we've got this, and this. We're having this supplier, this supplier." Like, it was like one of the smoothest planning processes ever because everything was just there. You knew what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's always helpful on this side as well, isn't it? When you guys are like that and you're really so keen to get it all planned and it just keeps everything really tight, doesn't it?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I think originally when we first came to look round, we were quite interested in maybe the twilight ceremony, and I think that's a really nice idea, that kind of later ceremony, and everything's more like a party vibe. And I think I made it, I think, probably a misconception because I thought the twilight ceremony meant kind of casual, whereas you can actually have the sit down, can't you, and that kind of sit down meal,
absolutely,
if you want. But then we kind of thought a 2:00 ceremony would be perfect, and then the timeline and it was a packed timeline, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were in the driving seat for most.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how
There
good
was
the
no
organisational skills were until I proposed to her. So so that was good.
Every couple of weeks there'd be like an email. It'd be like, "Hey," and then I'd open it and it'd be like, "Just let you know, I've got this now," and I'd be like, "Yeah, brilliant."
Yeah.
It's one of those pages that we have with all the suppliers.
It was
lots more boxes added.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. It was.
That's why I couldn't have had a longer engagement because there just would have been more supply.
More added.
You would have come to
More
more
money,
events.
yeah, everything really. But it was
We had the best day. Yeah, it was great.
That's
It was a
amazing.
really good day.
What suppliers did you have?
So First of all, my friend is a singer, and he
amazing.
sang at the ceremony.
He was
and
incredible.
Yeah.
Really?
So honestly, so
he's
good.
amazing.
So he did the stuff in the barn, so the actual ceremony, he sang you down, didn't he?
Yeah.
He sang while we did all the paperwork, and
Oh, that's amazing.
then sang us on the way out.
So that
as
was
well,
really
so.
special. And then we had Chris Key's piano.
Yeah.
And we'd met him at the Coton House Farm open day.
Yeah.
And it just adds such a lovely ambience, doesn't it? And it's really gorgeous. So we were like, booked. So we had him for the drinks reception and the wedding breakfast. And then we had Owen, the magician.
Oh,
We love him.
He's incredible. I mean, we've said this before on the podcast, haven't we? He is magical.
He's so
Yeah.
magical.
There's some really nice moments in our video of you just see people go, the shocked faces, and I think that was really nice because he can go around to the tables, can't he? So
Yeah.
if you're just sitting having a chat, and we had a couple of kids there and they loved that. So we had him.
Secret singer.
Yes.
Oh,
Then we
Yeah.
had the singing waiters. I'd say that was the one thing that I worried about the most. I remember speaking to you because I'd listened to a wedding podcast, and they were saying about, is it tacky or whatever to have singing waiters?
okay.
And I was thinking, I think it's kind of a bit polar. You're either going to love it or hate it, aren't you? The singing waiters. But I think for us, it worked because our tables were named after musicals and stuff, and I got a lot of friends who love singing and drama and that, so it worked.
The great thing was, because it was a secret singer, he had loads of cutlery with him, didn't he? And he pretended to fall over, and the amount of people that were like genuinely shocked.
That's the bit
And
that
everybody
I
went
get
up to
really
him to make sure.
uncomfortable.
No, it makes us that bit because
We have to
they'll
move
fall,
away.
and
Yeah.
everyone looks at us like, do something, and some of them will really egg it. So
Yeah.
like I remember
Yeah.
the first one I ever saw, one of your weddings, he was on the floor for
That was
like
the worst
a strong 5 minutes, and all the guests are looking at me like, help him,
Help
for
him,
God's
we're
sake,
first
help
aider.
him.
Yeah.
And we're just there like, what? Like,
We're
what's
there
going on?
pretending that we've not seen it. Oh, and it's really awkward.
Yeah.
But I remember saying to you on the day, like, is he here? And you went, is he?
He's here.
He's very covert.
Yeah.
Did you know Sam?
Yeah, I knew.
You did, yeah, but nobody else
but
did.
Yeah, I kept that secret. But looking at the photos that we got the other week, the photographer was able to kind of snap a lot of pictures of when he fell over and like the amount of guests that are like all ready to pick him up and stuff.
that's
So
brilliant.
that was quite funny to look back on.
It was
Oh my
amazing because they said, oh, do you want us to do the conga? I was like, oh, no. So then he ended up singing a random song, but everyone's congaing anyway. So, and that's one of the best bits of the bit, like the napkins in the air. And
Yeah.
that
They
is-
really do bring an atmosphere,
Yeah.
don't they? And it is, I think, especially if you do have a love for musicals and things like that, they are perfect.
Yeah.
So
I'd say that was one of my highlights for sure.
And that was a nice end to the dinner, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
then there was like a little bit of chill time before kind of the band arrived and stuff. And that's another thing that we had was
Oh yeah.
We had
live music.
sparklers as well.
Yeah, there were the
Oh,
sparklers. Yeah,
yeah.
we had the
I do love a
sparklers. That was
sparkler.
lovely.
There wasn't too much time for chill. It was quite packed timeline,
Yeah.
but it was good.
That's always good though, because
Yeah.
like you say, like sometimes there can be a lull, and you don't
Yeah,
want that
you didn't want
really.
that.
You know.
I don't know if you remember this, Meg, but I remember we'd planned the sparkler time, and then Meg was like, right, Lauren, we're going to go out for the sparklers. And I had a drink, and I was like, oh, gosh, I'd forgotten about the sparklers. And I went, oh, gosh, I'm stressed. And she went, you're not? And I went, no, I'm not. I was having like a drama queen moment. But I wasn't stressed at all.
It was just completely out of the blue because everything else had just been substituted over. You
You're
just
not.
went,
You're not.
You just went,
no,
oh,
I'm not.
I'm so stressed. I was like, relax, it's fine. It's a sparkler. It's cool. And that was
Yeah,
it.
I'm not
End up.
The most stressful part about the sparklers, I don't know how it went on your day, is lighting them all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the
Don't get
most stressful part.
I take a step back at that moment.
Yeah.
Although there was another wedding where I did have to hold the light for the photographer. So like the couple were coming down, and I had the
You were
big
holding
light
the light.
like that one there, and I'm holding it. And I think Louisa had come out and she just saw me with this light, and I'm just walking backwards like, don't look at me. Like
There are some very funny things we get roped into, aren't
Yeah,
there? So,
yeah.
Sparklers, I think the pictures for those are really,
our
especially for a
pictures of the
November wedding as
sparklers are
well.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And I think that was what was nice about a winter wedding, because obviously it was darker earlier. So you
Yeah.
kind of, we did that before the evening guests and
Yeah,
stuff. So
because
it was,
with the summer weddings, you have to look to do it about 10 o'clock, and that is
Yeah.
quite late, really.
Yeah.
Because obviously people will have had a few drinks by then as
Yeah.
well, and getting people together, it's sort of like herding sheep at
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
absolutely.
So definitely, I think that's the really positive
Yeah.
thing with winter weddings is that it
Yeah.
does go dark earlier.
So the weather was really good on the day as well. We were quite lucky, weren't we? The sort of end of November wedding.
Yeah. Was it quite cool or?
Ish.
It rained in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just thinking to myself, it's fine. It's November. It's the UK. It's just rain.
It's lucky.
Yeah. But then the sun came out. And
About 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. It was
got
really
good.
gorgeous. We've got some gorgeous photos on the field behind. And
I don't know if you've heard of this superstition before, but the night before the wedding, Lauren was insistent that we hid a sausage.
I knew you were going to say that.
We hid a sausage in the garden. So apparently,
Where does this come from?
yeah.
trowel.
Yeah. So kind of late the night before the wedding, a couple of friends came round, didn't they? And you decided to get
What sausage did you bury?
to Cumberland, I think. Or something.
Oh, well, there you go, everyone. That's the sausage that works for good weather.
Yeah.
So.
And then Sam was like, what about the foxes? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Shall I dig it back up?
There's a wildlife in the garden.
I've heard two theories on this one. Some people say you're supposed to bury it raw, and some people say you're supposed to burn it and bury it. So, overcook it. What did you do?
It was raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
straight
worked,
out the
though.
fridge, in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked.
So a raw Cumberland could be the one.
Yeah.
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 You can try Lincolnshire as well.
Semi-spicy.
Yeah, could be any type of sausage. But,
That's amazing.
But the weather, and it stayed dry all day then, didn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And it wasn't that cold because I started worrying about, bridesmaids are going to be freezing, in little strappy dresses and things. But no one seemed to be. And we did have some blankets out as well. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
We've got some blankets and the log burners and the kind of patio heaters as well and stuff.
It sounds like you did all those nice sort of little wintry elements that sometimes couples add just to make guests a little bit more cosy and comfortable. People do tend to dress well for November weddings as well. I think they tend to bring coats, don't they, usually?
Yeah,
Sometimes when we're in the October phase,
Yeah.
some people forget to bring their coats and they assume that you're going to be inside. But I think with November, people tend to dress quite well as well.
I think unless you're having a destination wedding, you can't guarantee the weather in the UK, can you?
No.
I think we're more wintry people. I think I would have always had, even in summer, I would have gone for the inside barn, I think.
Yeah. So we supplied some blankets for people as well, didn't we? And flip-flops.
Oh, yeah,
for the
evening.
ladies after wearing
For
heels
later
all
on.
day. So they went down quite well.
Yeah,
So it
I
was
had them on.
Did you?
The next I was like, why is my knees hurt? I was like, I've been jumping in flip-flops all
yeah.
There's no support in these.
It's obviously a thing for weddings now for people to bring sort of their own Crocs for the evening do as well. So there's quite a few people wearing
Crocs.
wearing Crocs and stuff, wasn't there?
There's
So-
loads of brides we've seen where they've got like their own personalised Crocs.
Yeah.
Like,
With the little,
white
what are they
Croc.
called? The little things you stick in them, the little like gem things.
Charms. is it?
Gibbet? I don't know.
Charms?
I was going to say giblets,
Oh.
but that's what's in a turkey.
I was going to say that sounds sort of on the right line.
But it is, I
I'm
swear
not
it's like
sure.
gibbet or something.
We'll have to Google
Gibbet.
it after this. But yeah, we do see lots of
History.
those.
Yeah.
And cowboy boots are very popular as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah, cowboy Converse.
Yeah.
Converse.
I had some personalised trainers as well, but
Well,
just
that's
had to fit.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so with the day itself then, what were your feelings in the morning? Sort of, did you stay apart? And then what were sort of your feelings as the ceremony drew closer?
We were together for the evening before, and then you kind of left early days, didn't you? Because obviously there was 8 bridesmaids and lots of hair and makeup to be done. So
It's a tight schedule.
yeah. So
So I was here at like 10 to 9 thinking, let
You
me
chose
sat
the
in the car
perfect-
park like away.
You chose the perfect ceremony time at 2:00 for the
Yeah.
number of bridesmaids you had as well.
Yeah. So we just spent, because getting ready is part of it as well, isn't it? And I think what's lovely here now is that the guys have got a suite, haven't they, where they can get ready. So we did a first look because no one had seen my dress, like my bridesmaids or anything.
Oh
so
yeah,
that was
I walked in on that bit by accident because it was like I wanted to come in and say, "Oh, Sam's with the registrars." Then I sort of opened the door and literally like all the bridesmaids were in here and you were doing like your walk across, and so I technically saw it before the bridesmaids, and I was like, "What do I do?" I was like, "You look great."
We got some lovely,
lovely.
video footage of that, so that was really nice. And we'd done little cards for each other and like little presents.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I said my other half's best friend is getting married this year, and I said to him, make sure you tell him to write her a letter or get her a gift, because I think that's sometimes things that people don't think of unless they've seen it maybe on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I think
I told
it's
him.
really special.
I had my orders.
You do know I'll need a card in the morning. And
Well, because you would have been upset if she'd given you one and then you hadn't done one back. So it's good to prep.
Yeah, luckily I did get one, so it's a good job. I sorted one out.
Got the memo.
So,
Did had the prosecco and the pastries. And
Yeah.
so it was lovely.
Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like that morning was because sometimes as coordinators, we can walk in on a morning and it's either one or two vibes. It's either very cool and calm, you know, everyone's just getting themselves ready and they're chill, or you come in and it's just a touch of chaos.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily bad chaos, but, you know, it's just, there's
panicking
chaos
a little
in
bit.
here.
Yeah.
You know, but like, honestly, that morning, like, I'd come in and like you just had the biggest smile on your face the whole time. Everyone was having a lovely time. You were dead chill as well up in your room. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
Like,
I would say it was kind of nice chaos. It wasn't stressy chaos.
No.
It was just happy. We had a playlist and it was all just. I had got a hair and makeup timeline because with the 8 bridesmaids, I was like, stick to the plan. It's like, no, you're not next. Out, you're next. But it all, and we were ready before because I think you want to be ready a good at least half an hour before, don't you? In your dress, and ready to go and things like that.
Yeah.
Particularly with the registrars as well, because
Yeah.
they always quite like to come in for the interviews and the bride's ready, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it can be. It can really put the timings back when you don't allow that time, because you know sometimes that putting the dress on, jewelry, perfume, touch-ups, first look, all of those things, it can add like 45 minutes sort of to the schedule. So
and you want to take your time with it as well, because you want the pictures to come out perfect, and you want
there's nothing worse than running around in here just before trying to do a first look really quickly, and you know you're very aware that obviously your ceremony should have started, but I don't know if I've ever seen a ceremony go on time. Ever.
Not to the second.
Not to the minute. I've never done a bang on ceremony
close.
time.
We were
pretty
close. We were pretty. We were quite on time. I think.
I think we were.
Yeah, I was kind of saying to Lauren that probably something might go wrong. You know, it's not going to be like a perfect day. There's always something that happens, isn't there? Or something that go to time, but everything was pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm what they call a type A bride, so I was very conscious of the timeline and keeping to plan, particularly because it was so packed, so I wanted to get everything, and I think we did, didn't we? We got it all.
Yeah, you told me what to do, and I did it.
You
That was
followed the
absolutely fine.
instructions.
Yeah, it's kind of easier for a bloke, isn't it? Because all I had to do was put a suit on and have a couple of beers with my mates, and just
That's amazing.
just make sure I was at the front of the altar by 2 o'clock.
On time.
Yeah.
And so after the ceremony taking place, obviously that's a very special time, isn't it, that part? And obviously you're leading into your wedding breakfast, and you did have Jenkinson's caterers as your caterers for your day. How did you go about choosing the specific menu you went for? What did you choose? Were you happy with everything that happened on the day?
Yeah, so we came to a taster day, didn't we? And that was really nice because you're with loads of other couples as well who are kind of getting married. So we you made friends with another bride, didn't you?
Oh, that's lovely.
And that was nice.
Yeah.
I think what happened with because for Maine we had lasagna, and we'd come round on a show round with Lisa, I think it was.
Yeah.
And she was talking about food. She said, you know, you could have grazing tables, you could have roast dinner, you know, you could even have lasagna. And we went, and we were like, actually, we both love lasagna, and generally, who doesn't like lasagna?
Everyone loves lasagna.
Yeah.
So we thought that's kind of wintry, you know, fits with the theme.
And it's quite easy because you can just have normal lasagna or a veggie one, can't you? Really?
Yeah.
I think they did it.
Because I didn't want loads of people having different things, you know, because then people start going, what they're having. Or what
Yeah, I think there was a gluten-free one as well, so they were able to kind of make a lasagna for like all,
that's brilliant.
all needs.
and a
really.
vegan one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always one, isn't
Yeah.
there?
So we had we had mozzarella like arancini balls.
Oh, they were that's
They
the best starter.
I don't think I've ever tried that. Is it
Oh,
nice?
fried
mate.
cheese.
Oh, wow.
Mate, it was insane.
Yeah.
I think I showed this much excitement like after I tried it as well, like, on the day.
They
but,
do
oh my
fantastic arancini
Really
anyway.
God. Yeah, that's the
don't
best. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Best
Oh,
one.
wow.
It's
So-
just cheese.
And the lasagna came with some garlic bread and some wedges or
Yeah.
I was
chips
going
as
to
well,
ask you that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and salad and
that
it was
really
really nice.
And there's some
And
bread on the table as well, wasn't there? So
yeah.
everyone was full up.
I can imagine, yeah. It's a
then we
nice filling meal, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also a little bit wintry kind of as well.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hearty.
Nice and hearty, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what we wanted, a hearty. And I didn't want to sort of just, not there's anything wrong with having like a chicken dinner, but I wanted something a bit different, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Something that people all remember.
Yeah.
Like I say, that's the only lasagna we've seen.
Yeah.
From then we knew they did it, and we've always been really keen to see
Yeah.
the lasagna that they do. So it was nice that you guys
Yeah.
chose that. It really is something
Yeah.
different.
And they were kind of all in their individual kind of bowls as well.
Oh, nice,
So
yeah.
it was just really nice. It was like piping hot, and it was just it was just really lovely.
And what did you choose for dessert?
Cheese, was it cheese? Lemon cheese?
Yeah, it was like a heart-shaped
Yeah.
lemon cheesecake with meringue shard.
Oh,
Yeah, although I didn't really eat. He kept telling me off because I was kind of just going around talking to people.
chatted,
I was going to say,
Yeah.
like,
It's like,
we'll eat
Lauren,
first,
sit
then we'll
down.
go around together and speak to people. But she was off as soon as she had a starter.
Just
So,
excited.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
having cheese. I was like, anyway, off I go.
Yeah,
Didn't
Yeah.
you guys do that thing as well when you first came in, where you went round all the tables and you had the photographer? It was really, really good. So
Yeah.
the photographer followed them around each table when they were announced in, and they had a photo with each.
That's
Yeah.
such a nice idea. That makes sure you
Yeah.
have a photo with
Yeah.
everyone, doesn't it?
It
That's
was
yeah.
really
She had like a,
nice.
a song
Nice.
played as well, and we kind of just used that few minutes to go around and
Yeah.
just say hello to everybody on the table and have our pictures done with them.
We saw that at our friend's wedding, didn't we? And it's a really nice. So we had Chris Keys on the piano, but for then our entrance, so we had our friend sort of announce us into the room, and then we had, this is the type A of me, Meg, you need to press play on this particular song at this time.
It's quite at the beginning. It's got to build up and then play.
Yeah.
I'd put my code for my phone, stuck it on the back of my phone, and remember I was like, so if my phone, if the screensaver comes on. So we had a sort of about 2 minutes to go around each table, so it's quite a quick thing, and you just have a quick kind of picture with each table, and
Yeah.
those pictures are really good, aren't they?
That's really
It was
nice.
really
really
nice.
Yeah, that's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
And so after your wedding breakfast, how was the party?
Really
Bro,
good.
yeah,
Was
it was
it?
really good.
Yeah.
We had a band.
Yeah.
Apollo Anthems, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
really good. So they did 2 sets, but in between the 2 sets, they did. There was like a DJ as well.
Oh, wow.
So,
What sort of vibe were they? What did they sing?
It was kind of classic floor fillers, but
Yeah.
they did like a garage set, a bit of
Oh.
R&B, and they have a set list, but you can change a few songs, and you can request your first dance.
Oh,
So we
So they
had
did our first dance.
That's
with us
Yeah.
as well,
amazing.
so,
It's really nice.
yeah.
Live music for first dances is not something we see often, but I
Yeah.
think it's really special,
It's
isn't it?
really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had Love on Top, Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I don't know who I think I am sometimes. I said, could you start really slow? Just for the first sort of 20 seconds and then build up, and then we'll get everyone to join. They were like, sure. I was like, great.
Brilliant.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so they did that. And then because it was the 29th of November, I was conscious I didn't want it a Christmas wedding.
Yeah.
But obviously it is getting very close. So I said maybe we could do one Christmas song. So at the end they did the Mariah, All I Want for Christmas.
Oh, and that's a big song.
That's a big song.
That's- that was a big
and
song to
that went-
choose. That's
that went
amazing.
down a storm, so that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like anybody left. It didn't seem like anybody left early or anything.
No.
Really, like everybody kind of really stayed and really enjoyed the music, and
Yeah.
and the pizzas went down really well.
Yes.
You know,
They're
using
always
that,
such a
loves
good
the
choice.
pizza.
using that
Yeah.
using that pizza oven and stuff. So
Yeah.
we didn't really get.
Not
round
that
to-
we had.
didn't
I never
really
even
get
went
any-
outside.
You get
tell
so wrapped up in it, they don't you?
Yeah,
And the next
yeah.
minute it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
I
there's only
really
a few
was in
slices
that
left when I got.
bubble because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
And
Oh
there's
my
so many
goodness.
people. I don't think I even went round to say hello to or anything. But
Yeah. We
It's
pretty
hard to
much
get round.
said hello
it
to
is.
everybody, but you know, sometimes you want to spend time with people,
Yeah.
but you just sometimes don't have time. And
Yeah, and then you got
that's,
other things as well. Like, you know, I always say I worry that my couples are going to be sick of seeing my face by the end of the day, because you'll be in a conversation with someone that's just arrived, and then I just pop up and I'm
Just
like,
like, oh, sorry.
sorry, it's time for you to go and cut your cake now. So, and you know, you've got so much other stuff to do.
yeah, it really didn't feel like that.
No,
you know,
thank
wouldn't-
God.
no. It was run really well, and it's not like we felt people poking their noses in or anything like that.
That's amazing.
um,
the time
Yeah.
went. It just flew by. As
It
well.
does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it really flies. Especially with having, when you do have a sit-down meal and everything like that, you don't realise how long you sort of sat there for sometimes. It's
Yeah.
usually around 2 hours, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
but I really like that part of the day. It's nice to, you know, chat to people across the table, isn't it? And it's a really nice
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
And there's, you know, with all the entertainment you guys had as well. I think that's one of the reasons why I think we've got on as well as we have, because of the fact that, like, entertainment for you guys has been like such a priority, and that's the same with me as well.
It
So
makes
it's
it one of the memorable weddings, doesn't it? It's one that you won't forget.
It was a production, wasn't it?
It was great. At the end of like the band was like, so we could add a saxophone if you want. I was like, sure.
Yeah, go on.
Do it.
At this point, I'm like, yeah, sure. Get it on.
Anything else? Whack it in.
I'd get home from work and Lauren would tell me like, oh,
Like,
We're having this now.
lawn games. I was like, oh, I've added some lawn games. Then like, it's November. I was like, we'll add them on. Sure,
Yeah.
why not? So we did have everything.
You can't have any regrets. You've got to have everything that you
That's
want.
it.
They were good though, because we got
Yeah.
to put them on the where the outdoor ceremony area normally is. Because
Yeah. That's
we
a
moved
good
a bit of
idea,
the patio furniture out,
Yeah.
and he said, oh well, it's fine if it rains. It handles itself in the rain, because it was like
Pool tables, but no.
it was pool but
Pool,
with
but
golf.
with golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that was cool.
Yeah.
It just like gave people other bits and
Yeah,
bobs
it was just
to do.
something.
and
Yeah.
everybody liked that magic mirror photos as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's in the
Got
main
lots of
room.
nice
They're
photos
really fun,
from
they are,
that.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what have you guys been up to since? Have you been on honeymoon?
So we're going on honeymoon next month. We're just gonna have a
Ooh.
little mini moon in the Lake District for a few nights.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
do
We just
that.
had Christmas,
But
really,
Christmas.
haven't we? And,
Yeah. You do sort of launch straight into December's
Yeah.
very busy, isn't it? So it would be
Yeah.
nice to relax in
Yeah,
in
so we had
February.
a couple of days off afterwards just to
Chill.
regroup and
Process.
chill a little bit. Yeah, and then it was just kind of back to work
Yeah.
and it was Christmas.
Yeah, and everyone's saying, Lauren, what are you going to do now? You got nothing to plan. But luckily for me, my friend's getting married in September.
Yay!
So
Yeah.
she's back, so I'm planning that.
I was worried about Lauren getting some sort of post-wedding depression or something after sort of all these organising
Or that
things
she'd turn around and
done
say, I want to be a wedding planner or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
She'll find another
Maybe.
wedding to sort.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
that's amazing.
yeah.
But my friend who's getting married is really different to me. So I'm like, we sorted this, we sorted that. She's like, no, I've got plenty of time. I was like,
Yeah, we haven't. You need to do it.
Yeah.
But we're like that sometimes, like when we talk about friends that we've got who are getting married, and we'll be like, so have you done this? And they're like, no. And I'm like,
Yeah.
please, for the love of God, because if you came into me and said you hadn't done this internally, I'd be
Yeah.
crying. So.
I think if it wasn't for your organisational skills, it wouldn't have run
Yeah.
as smoothly. And
Oh,
I'm probably like,
yeah.
I'm really laid back, so I'm just like, probably the week before the wedding, I'll be like, oh, well, better get my suit now and
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And
But I do think, like Meg, having the coordinators here is so valuable, because even if I hadn't have sort of thought about the timeline, I know it would have still ran quite smoothly, because you know, this venue, even if you had no suppliers or no flat, you would still have a lovely day.
Yeah.
and that pack that we're provided with is really helpful, isn't it? So like your planning pack,
Oh, yeah.
The booklet.
the booklet that we go
Yeah,
through.
no, I'm glad you
together
found that helpful. It is,
Yeah.
it is helpful, isn't it?
It is really
Especially
helpful.
because, you know, obviously we do meet with you guys a couple of times, but it's nice for you guys to be able to straight away, once you've booked, you know, to be able to start. And because
Yeah.
that's people are eager to get going with
Yeah.
their planning, aren't they? And that just gives you a little bit of a sort of starting point, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. But like I say, the whole day was just planned perfectly. Like it was
such a
you smashed it. It was great.
Yeah.
It was.
Thanks.
it's something you'll
Yeah.
remember forever, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, was it?
So it
It
was.
sounds like an awesome day.
Oh, it was such a good day.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, that's
I had a
amazing.
lovely time.
I
was
remember
working.
right from the start, Meg was really looking forward to your day because she met you at the food tasting evening. And you, Lauren was one of the first brides you met, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember you said, "Oh, I've got a really lovely bride," and they're sat at the top there, and we were all like, "Where are they?" And I was like, "Oh, they look lovely." And then
Yeah.
you were just looking forward to this wedding from then, weren't you? Because you just
Yeah.
hit it off straight away, and I thought that was really lovely.
Yeah,
You were the
it's
perfect
always
person.
nice when you like meet a couple that you can just get on with like
Yeah.
that. It's great. It just
Yeah.
makes everything so much not easier,
Yeah.
but
You look
you know,
forward to it as well. We
Well, yeah.
we do genuinely enjoy our time with you guys on your wedding day as well, don't we?
Absolutely.
It's really lovely for us. It doesn't feel like work. at
No,
all.
it doesn't feel like work. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm a guest.
Yeah.
But I'm in the Guinness
Organising
tub
a
with
few
me lasagna. I'm like, this is lovely, cracking day.
It's really nice. It's lovely. And what would your advice be, I suppose, lastly, for any couples planning their day?
Go on, ladies first.
Because you did so much planning, Sam. I'll
Yeah.
let you take
Sick of talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think enjoy it first and foremost. I loved it. I know some people find it really stressful and daunting, and I think if that was you, then you can lean on your coordinators at the venues, can't you, to help you? But I'd say enjoy it. And I think I guess what makes sense to you as a couple, you know, it made sense to us to have singing waiters and to go all out.
Yeah.
But equally, you know, I see weddings where, you know, they're like the kind of bougie dinner party vibes or something really sort of low key but elegant and class. And I think if that makes sense to you, then go with that. And I think, you know, ours was a bit all singing, all dancing, but equally, you know, you could have had something quite different. And if that's what your vibe, then go for it.
Yeah.
Because I know, you know, people have sort of like board games or something, don't they? Or more like afternoon tea. So I think whatever suits you, whatever feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think you've got to follow your gut, really. So if you get a feeling about something or a place or whatever, then just go for it.
Yeah.
And make sure that you've got a bride who's well organised.
That always sounds.
Or a groom that just agrees with what
yeah. Well, both really.
Yes,
So that was really helpful, and I think it is important to plan early. It's never too early to plan stuff.
100%.
Because time goes really quickly. Once you've booked somewhere, you think, oh, do you know what? We've got a few months. We'll worry about it later. But
I think,
it goes quick.
Yeah, and I think you can never. It is hard not to, but you can't worry about what everyone else is going to think. And because, you know, a couple of people said, oh, blah blah, I might like lasagna. I was like, well, it's one meal, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, there's garlic bread.
Like not take it to heart.
And you got to please yourself. It's your day, and you know.
Yeah. So what someone said to it, they said you can never please 100% of people, but you can 100% please yourself.
Yeah, that's a very good saying. I like that.
So, and that's kind of what we did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I like that.
But you know, like no one complained or we didn't.
No,
And I'm sure they wouldn't either. You know, you guys put on a fantastic day, and I'm sure that everyone that attended really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It
was great.
Yeah. And thank you so much for coming back to talk to us on Yes to I Do. We know that Lauren listens to the podcast, so this is a really exciting one for us as well. So
thanks for having us.
No, thank you for coming back, and hopefully we'll have you back at the venue for something else really soon. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Yes to I Do. Make sure you hit subscribe and share this podcast with fellow brides, grooms and wedding enthusiasts. Ready to bring your dream wedding to life? Visit our website cotonhousefarm.com to book a tour of our breathtaking venue or schedule a planning meeting with our expert team. See you next time.